Hey, good evening, everybody. Sammy Thunder here. Back again tonight to unveil some cards that I found at a few shops that I frequent. I went up to Danbury today to a few card shops. One of the shops had a $1 vintage bin, kind of like a hodgepodge of cards from late 50s all the way till early 80s. And so I decided to spend about close to $50 worth of, or got 50 cards and pretty much equaled out to about $50. And I'm going to show those tonight. And then the second shop I've been to before, there's a vintage collector. His name is Tom. He runs his shop called Remember When baseball cards. And so I decided to buy some 1969 tops to kind of get back into the collection game for the 1969 set that I'm building. Next weekend, I'm going to be going down to Maryland, and I'm going to be revisiting a shop in Silver Springs, Maryland, that has a lot of vintage stuff. And I wish I could remember the owner's name. He was very nice and had a lot of good advice and a lot of good supplies as well. So I remember this guy in Silver Springs had like a bin full of binders, like proper card binders that were used, but were still in good shape, and they're like $1 a piece. And sorry about that. I'm going to be kind of going back there, hopefully to replenish on some supplies for all the sets that I've been buying up. So that will be kind of in the works, as well as kind of adding on to the '69 collection. So I'll be doing more videos next weekend, and probably throughout the week as well. I got some mail coming in, so we'll cross that bridge once we get there. But tonight is all about the stuff that I found today at these two card shops. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show the '69 stuff that I got from Remember When baseball cards. This is with the guy Tom. I bought about 5 cards for this collection. About $15 for these cards. So these are just a small, portion of cards that I need. I have about 200 plus cards I still need for my '69 collection to be complete. But the first card I bought was the 1968 pitching leaders, as Louis Tiant, Mel Stottlemyre, Dave McNally, and Denny McLain. So I thought this card was in pretty good shape. I think there's like a small crease. I don't know if this will auto or not. Maybe I'm too close, but it has a small crease here, and might be one somewhere else, or like some soft corner action. But overall, I thought this card was worth getting for the. It says 4. I think he probably gave me a deal on it because I think it averages about $3. So that's one card I got. The second card, this one was a little beat up condition wise, but it's a Willie McCovey Sporting News card. I needed this one for my collection. So centering is okay. It's soft corners all around. It was rated at $8, got it for $4. So this one was sitting on the table. He was telling me when I first arrived at the shop that some guy dropped off or sold his or her collection to them, and this George Scott was sitting there on the table, and so I decided to pick this one up as well, since I needed it for my '69 collection. So from one home to another. One of the probably the most underrated pitchers in all of baseball history, Louis Tiant. It's a cool card. It looks like he's, sporting not the uniform, but some sort of jacket for the the Cleveland Indians. And I thought this card's in good shape. I didn't really see much to it. There might be some small, issues with the corners, perhaps. Not even really that, to be honest with you. It looks like it's in good shape. For $3, I figured, this is a good price. And the last one was the Mike Shannon card. He had this in his case, so I figured I need to put a sleeve on this one. All of these need sleeves, but this one has soft corners to it. But I thought it was a good card. Figured I'd pick it up. So those are the 5 that came from Remember When baseball cards in Danbury. I've dealt with them before. They're always have good stuff, and the owner Tom and I kind of think alike as far as collecting. We're not so big on the graded cards from PSA or any of that stuff. We're more so into the raw stuff and just being able to build a collection that way, and not so much about trying to flip and make a profit. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. For those that do that, it's a lot of fun. I imagine there's probably a lot of hype built around it. So to each their own. I personally just like to collect, and if anybody, I like to do trades, and I do like to sell the occasional cards. But but I don't go out looking to flip cards. That's not my thing. So this stack, the next 3 stacks, came from this other card shop right outside of Danbury. They had the $1 vintage pile, the vintage bin. And so these are some of the cards I picked up from the bin that were $1 each. And so we'll start here with the 1970 Brooks Robinson card, which, for $1, I thought that was a great price. The condition on the corners are not great. Let me put this down. But I thought overall, for $1, I'm not going to say no. I think at one point this was rated for $15, but pretty good card. I have a number of Brooks Robinson cards, and so for $1, you can't say no to that. The next one I picked up, put this down a bit, was the 1975 Mike Schmidt card. Soft corners as well, and the centering is awful on this, but for $1, I'm not going to say no. Yeah, it looks like it kind of the trimming on this one was not very good. The next one here is 1975 Carl Yastrzemski. This one has much better centering, but it does have some corner damage here. Soft corners pretty much all around, but much better condition. This one at one point was, I guess, slated for $12, but it was put in the $1 bin over time because nobody wanted to buy this for $12. So I have a million of these Nolan Ryans, but I can't help myself. If I see it for $1, I'm going to buy it because I love collecting Nolan Ryan cards. This is the 1981 Topps. In great shape. Centering's not great, but for a 1981 Topps Nolan Ryan, I thought this was a nice card, so I picked this one up for myself. I found this 1974 Reggie Jackson, Willie Stargell run RBI leaders card. Looked to be in pretty good shape. Corners are a little they're a little touched up, and the edges are a little, you see a little edge damage here. But I thought this is a nice card for $1. This is one of the cards I was excited about picking up. This one has stain damage to it from 1966. Sandy Koufax, Bob Veal, Bob Gibson. You see a little stain damage right here. It's stained pretty noticeably on both corners, this one and this one. And there's the corners are touched up. But for a vintage card for $1, you can see it was at some point this was rated for 12 or 10, whatever it was. And but no one ever. I'm guessing no one really decided to buy this card. So. And I'm never, ever going to turn down a Tom Seaver for $1. As you can see from other videos, I bought this card for like around $8, $10, and they were much better centering than this one. But this one looks like it's in pretty good shape overall. Corners are not touched up too badly, except maybe on the bottom here. The centering's not great, but I'm a huge Seaver fan. I love collecting Seaver cards. So anytime I see Seaver kind of lying around in a bin, especially one with the card where he's still with the Mets. This is from 1976, I believe, is when this one was made. So at some point this was slated for $10, but I guess nobody bought it. So that's the first. That was the first bag of cards. I have a much bigger stack here. These were all. I think this bag has a mix of basketball and baseball. Let's see where I sealed it. There we go. So I was kind of second guessing myself because I did a video back where I thought I completed, or I believed I completed the 1981-82 Topps set, but I started second guessing myself and thinking that I didn't have this Robert Parrish Super Action card, and there was a bunch in this bin, and I thought, I should just get at least one. It's only one for $1, so I picked this one up. I thought this had, it looks like the centering's not perfect, but the condition looks to be pretty good. So I'm going to add this to. I'm going to see if I if I have this already, I thought I did, and maybe my second guessing led me to a duplicate, but so be it. I don't mind having duplicates of Celtics cards, as I am a Celtics fan. So, found this one. I've only had this card in rough shape, so to find this in really good shape for $1, Greg Nettles and Mike Schmidt home run leader from the 77, I think, or 70. Yeah, maybe this is 76. This is this is 77 right here. So this is for $1. I figured why not. I think it's probably worth maybe a couple bucks, but still a nice card. As many of you know, I love collecting Raleigh finger cards, and I don't think I have this one. Maybe I do. I can't remember. This one is from the 1977. I don't recall having this card in the past, so I got this one for $1 as well. It's a nice one, good condition. The corners are not really touched up. Centering's pretty decent. Let me get into the basketball vintage stuff, and got to get a Bob Lanier Hall of Fame card with the Pistons. Was when not as familiar with the years since I haven't done a lot of investing in older basketball cards beyond prior to the 80s. But this one, I looked at it for $1. This one was from 1975, so it's a nice card. Pretty good shape, all things considered. This one was I like this one a lot. This one was Jack Sikma's rookie card. Look at that. That's when he was before the curly hair. I think he had curly hair when he later on in his career. But I thought this was really cool. Jack Sikma is not a Hall of Famer, but he came very close. I think this is his rookie card because it only shows 1 year of stats, and maybe it's his. I think a lot of people might consider this the rookie, but for $1, I figured this is a good card. So this one was all creased and beat up, but Willis Reed, being from New York and hearing about the mark that Willis Reed left, if y'all remember from I think the 1970s NBA Finals, he was really hurt throughout the series and was battling Wilt Chamberlain, and Wilt Chamberlain's obviously was a lot bigger than him, but the biggest moment was when he came back. I think it was that he came back into the Garden, and the Garden erupted. So this is a nice card. I mean, it's creased up a lot, but it just looks really good. I love this design. I thought the idea of putting the first letter of each of the first name and last name was a really good idea. And this one was from 72. So this is this is a good card. Nice vintage card to add to the set. I think from that same year we got Elvin Hayes, Hall of Famer. This one's creased up pretty badly too, but still in good shape, good condition. And this one looks like it's like his fourth year card. So I don't have a lot of 70s basketball cards, so I figured I would definitely add that to the collection. Got a 1968 Juan Marichal card, which looks to be in really good shape. Some soft corner action, but overall for $1, I'm not going to say no to that. Nice card. I think I have this one in my collection, but I figured for $1 I'd get another one. I think this one, it might be in better shape than the one that I have. Ernie Banks, Richie Allen, and Willie McCovey home run leaders, which nice card for $1. As a Mets fan, I had to get the Cleon Jones second year card with the rookie cup. I love the rookie cups on the top sets. I think they're really nice add-on to kind of showcase a player during his rookie year, the year prior. But this is a nice card for $1. I'm not sure what it goes for, but figured I'd add it to my binder of common stars, which I definitely will do a video on because there's a lot of just a wide variety. And I try to keep the binder focused exclusively on players from 1980 and earlier. So I was thinking about, I'm trying to remember this. I'm sorry if I mess up this YouTuber's channel name. There's a couple of YouTubers that do Milwaukee Braves. I think Criterium Racer, if I'm right. I'm sorry if I'm incorrect. But I want to say Criterium Racer that collects a lot of the Milwaukee Braves stuff. And I was thinking of him when I got this Bob Shaw card. And I figured for $1 I would get it. And if he's interested in it, I don't know if he has it already, but if he's interested, yeah, maybe we can talk about this, and I can maybe send this down to you, or we can work something out. But I thought this is a cool card. It looks like it's from the 1963 set. And so, yeah, a nice one. I think there's a second YouTuber that also does Braves cards, but I know that, I think it's Criterium Racer that does exclusively Milwaukee Braves. And I'm sorry if that's not you. I'm mixing up. There's a lot of specific collectors out there that do that collect specific things. I thought of Lisa from Detroit when I got this one, the Hank Wire card from Detroit. I figured she would like this one. This one is from 1963. The condition is pretty good. Soft corners are to be expected. The centering's not 100%, but you know, for over like a 50, 60-year-old card, it's pretty good. This one from the Cleveland Indians, I got Tito Francona. I thought this was a really cool card. Looks like, I don't know if he's chewing gum or chewing tobacco, but one of the two. This was from 1963. It's a nice card. Not great centering, but it's a nice one overall. And as I mentioned, I'm a Mets fan, so of course I had to get the Mets team card from the 1968 set. And from 1975, this is the Brooks Robinson. I don't know if this is his base card, but it looks like it's his All-Star card. And this looks to be in really good shape too for $1. I didn't want to say no to that, so pretty good overall. Obviously, his career is coming to an end around this point, but very nice card. I don't have enough Thurman Munson cards, so I figured I'd pick this one up, especially ones in good shape. The only one that I think I do have, or the two that I have, are pretty banged up, have a lot of creases, and I guess this one has a crease too, so I'm just going to add this crease Thurman Munson card into the mix. This one is from the I forgot this set. This one looks like it's from 1964. I like this look. I like the look of this card. I was thinking I've seen the Willie Mays card from this set, and I thought it looked really. I had a good eye appeal to it. I might get that one, but this is from Jose Pagan. As many of you know, I like collecting Yankees, Mets, and Giants in particular. I'm not completely biased towards those teams, but I do enjoy collecting them whenever the opportunity comes. And another Yankee card, we got Al Downing from the 1964 set. Great pitcher back in his day. And another San Francisco Giant. I found this 1968 Gaylord Perry card, which looks to be in great shape. The centering is not great, but good shape card. Got a I always confuse this one. If this is 1977, okay. I don't have a lot of the 77 cards, but I got one of Goose Gossage with the White Sox. Looks to be good shape. I think this is the 1966, and I think this might be Tug McGraw's rookie card. Or is it? No. 65 was his rookie. But this is a nice card. With the Mets. It's a good shape, decent centering for $1. Now I have this card, but it's not in great shape, and I'm hoping I didn't really get a chance to look if this one was in good shape, but it looks to be in much better shape than the one that I have. This is a 1978 or 79 rookie card of Dale Murphy showing up as the catcher with Lance Parrish. So it looks to be in much better shape than the one that I have currently right now. And so for $1, these go for probably in good shape. Probably go for like $10, maybe $5-10. So happy to get this one for $1. And this Lou Brock card from the 1974 set looks to be in great shape. Very good corners. So I don't think I have this one. And so I'm really happy that I was able to find this one in the bin. So that's going to be pile number 1 of cards. And I got one more pile for you before we finish up this video. Vintage cards. So for this one, we'll start with a 1968 rookie star of Hal McRae. Hal McRae's rookie card, Bill Henry. This one looks to be in great shape. There's a couple in there, and I tried to choose the best one, but I was really pleased with the way this one looked. Al McRae was a pretty good hitter for his time. I will never say no to a Catfish Hunter card, despite the condition is not great, but it's hard to say no for a $1 card of Catfish. I just got his rookie card a while back for when I was still building the 65 set. And so now I think I have the 65, 68, and I have a 69 card of him. So I love collecting Catfish's cards. I think they're it's just really cool. Over time, you learn more about these players and see the progression of these players. And I guess by accident, I must have bought 2 Mets team cards by accident. So, I'm okay with that. It's a good mistake. It's a good mistake to make. All right, so this one was one of my favorites to pick up because I love collecting Nolan Ryan cards, and this one is no exception. Some soft corners, but Nolan Ryan. This is from the 1979 set, or is this the 79 set? And I thought this was a really good card to pick up. I think I had this one or have this one. I have to look through my inventory again. But I love collecting Nolan Ryan cards. I have no problem getting the old duplicates of 70s cards. So this is really cool to find in the $1 bin. And right after that, this is one of my favorites of my collection. And so this one doesn't have great centering, but this card is known to not have great centering. But for $1, I'm not going to say no. And the condition made it worth it. Here we have a 1965. Or 66, home run leaders with Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, and Billy Williams for $1. I'm never going to say no to this. This is probably when it's in great condition, this is probably like a $35, $40 card. Maybe even, maybe a little less than. I might be being too gracious about this, but still a great card. Nice one to add to the collection. Maybe when I work on this set, I'll come around to this. So this one, the Rod Carew, I picked this one up. I needed this for my 69 set. So, some typical soft corners or some not the greatest shape on some of these, but still, a nice card. And I can add this to my 69 set, which I'll do so. I found this from the 1963. This is not in great shape, but it has Don Drysdale and in the center for the pitching leaders. Who else do we have? Jack Sanford, Joe Jay, Art Mahaffey, and Billy Odell, and Bob Perky. So not great shape, but, for a vintage card for $1, I'm not going to say no. Here's more development in Catfish Hunter. At this point, he has a mustache. It looks like this is from the 1977 set. Nice card. Got a 1977 Willie McCovey for $1. I'm not going to say no to that. Nice card of McCovey. Still with the Giants. This Lou Brock card I have, but I don't have in such good shape. So to be able to find this one for $1 in good shape was really nice. So I picked this one up. I think this might be one of his last cards from the 70. This is from 77. Yeah, might be his last card. From the same set, we got the Willie Stargell. I like collecting Stargell cards, and I thought this was in good shape for the price, so picked it up. Got a rookie card. You got a lot of the. You got Jack Clark, Lee Mazzilli, which one of the reasons why I picked this one up, because being a huge Mets fan, I wanted to make sure I had this in the collection. And more development. We got more Jim Hunter cards with the Oakland A's from the, what year is this one? This one is 74. So from the 74 set, we got more Jim Hunter. And getting to the end here, we got Phil Niekro from the 77 set. We got Fergie Jenkins. Nice card with the Red Sox from the 77 set for $1. And we got the 75 Willie Stargell card, which I thought to be in great shape for $1 is really good buy, in my opinion. And we finally finish it off with, I think this is not Tim McCarver's rookie card, but it is a very good card. This is from the 1964 set. So overall, I think this all came out to roughly at about, because I also bought supplies. I bought some more team bags, which I needed. But the spending cost today was probably around a little over about 75, maybe a little more for all these cards. So I thought I did very well. I love finding these like $1 bins. I feel like there's a lot of overlooked cards because condition, but there are some people out there who really just want the pristine stuff, which is perfectly fine. I just happen not to be one of those type of people. I'm open to, anything where as long as it's not ripped, or there's not too many creases or not written on, I'm okay with that. So everybody has their own threshold of how much they can take with card condition, but overall I thought I did very well with these cards, and definitely will be reporting back to y'all in a few days, if not tomorrow, then in a few days with some mail, and then we're gonna experience some of the card shops in Maryland. But I wanted to thank you all for watching, listening in tonight. I do want to mention, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like button if you like this video and like vintage and some junk wax stuff. I wanted to let y'all know that if you don't know already, I am doing a 50 subscriber giveaway. I am very close to hitting that 50 subscriber mark, and once we do, I will be putting together a team bag of vintage cards that I think y'all would like, and I will give more details on that once we reach that threshold. But nevertheless, hit the subscribe button to kind of keep up to date on all that stuff. Hit the like button if you like this video and other vintage stuff. But thank y'all so much for watching. I will talk to you soon.